Hello, this is Barbara in Little Rock, Visit Ema, and I want to talk about some things today that I've been going through that sort of aggravating, very aggravating. Okay, I use a Cpap, have for many years, and it's kept me awake. When I didn't know I needed a Cpap machine. I'm gonna go back here. But when I was living in the hills, it seemed like I'd drive like to church, and I'd almost go to sleep on the way back at church, no matter where. I just, be driving, going down. It was 7 miles to church. And anyway, I'd run into ditches all the time because I'd wake up while I was driving because I didn't know when to sleep. Hit mailboxes, I went in the ditches. One day I backed out of my driveway, and when I come down the driveway, it's a hill like this. I just went down and I just kept going right on down the hill. The road was up here. I was supposed to turn, but anyway. And my baby sister moved up there to the hills, and she says, you may have sleep apnea, whatever that is, apnea, or whatever. So I made an appointment, and she went with me to make sure that I did what I was supposed to do, because I have a tendency to say, I forget this, I'm not going to do this. But anyway, she took me, and I had the test. Of course, I wasn't sleeping at all. No wonder I was going to sleep at the wheel. I'd go to sleep all the time, just eating. I'd be eating and go to sleep. That's not right. Anyway, so I got on this Cpap machine, and it's been a blessing all these years. And I sleep with one every night. Well, now we've got a recall on my Cpap, the one I have. And what's bad about the whole thing to me is that I had a Cpap machine. When I moved to Little Rock, I had a different doctor, and he prescribed a different kind of Cpap machine because the one I had was old. I'm sure he was taking care of me. Well, I got rid of the old one. That was my first mistake. Okay, so now I have this new one, and now it's got a recall. Philips is the one they're recalling them. And I get a message from the med center. I get a message from my sisters, telling me the Cpaps have been recalled. Even my daughter's Cpap was recalled. So then you call your provider, the supply company, medical supply company that furnish, equip you with all the things you need to keep that Cpap running. And I called them, and they said, don't call us, call Philips. So I called the doctor's office. They said, don't call us, call the sleep apnea office. I called a sleep apnea office, and they do the sleep studies, and they said, no, we can't help you, call Philips. So then I get online after a couple weeks. I decided I'm going to use my Cpap machine. I don't have an option. I don't drive. I don't get out. It's hard for me to make arrangements to get things when all I have to do is send me a new one and set it up. I mean, how hard can that be? Well, it must be very, very hard, because I had to go online and register my machine and then let them tell me that this is the Cpap machine that they recalled, which I knew by looking at the serial number on the back, from the list that's all over the web. So I talked to my daughter, and she just got her prescription and ordered her a new Cpap machine. Simple as that, right? I call the doctor's office. All I want is a prescription so I can send and get a Cpap. You think they're going to call me back? You think they're going to help me? No. Well, I left 3 messages. They said, don't leave over 1 message, because we're not going to answer all 3. We're just going to answer the ones that's important. Not to say they're all important to me. All of them. So right now I'm using the Cpap that they've recalled, machine. And it says don't use chemicals with it or clean it or anything like that. Yeah. So I called again today. Now this has been going on since the recall, which I'm sure has been over a month anyway. And I still haven't got a call from the doctor's office with a prescription. And I called the doctor's office. Oh, they did tell me when I did finally talk to someone that they couldn't help me. That I have to contact the sleep department over at Baptist. So I'm going into this loop right now. Phillips was helpful. They showed me new machines I could get. All that. But I have to have a prescription to get it. And nobody wants to give me one. You'd think the people that supply me would have a prescription because they set up the machine. You think the Cpap people, the sleep apnea people that did the test and are in charge of the sleep studies, they would have a prescription. No. Nobody has a prescription. And I'm going, oh, how am I going to get a copy? Well, I've left messages everywhere, and I said, just fax it to my daughter. You know, if you got the prescription, fax it to my daughter. So anyway, the ongoing saga of the Cpap machine. We'll see how long this goes on. It's interfering with my creativity because I want to get my little garden blanket done. Although it'd probably take all winter to do that. Oh, and I got my new Banky. Want to make a Banky yarn. Oh, I'm dying to get started on it. It's gray. It's really, really pretty. Soft. Anyway. Well, that's enough for today. I'm slowing down today and resting, and the only call I've had today is from CareLink, and they call every day because sometimes I don't ever see anybody, some days. Especially if it's hot, nobody's out. So I'm having a glass of iced tea. Hope you have a glass of iced tea. Enjoy the day and do something fun. I think I'm just going to chill. And I like to chill. I made cinnamon rolls this morning, and I think I burnt them. I gave one to my neighbor, and I'm sure she didn't eat it because it was sort of burnt. She's very particular because she has really good taste. Me, I just burn stuff. Don't mean to, but anyway. You have a good day. Remember, God has you in his hands, and pray for the Phillips Company, my doctor, Berkey, and the sleep study group here in Arkansas. Have a good day and pray for Mother Earth. Bye, y'all.